Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel where I'm going to indulge in an argument about how Loki is far better villain than any other Marvel villain. Loki, the best Marvel villain. Marvel has produced many memorable and iconic villains in its cinematic universe, such as Thanos, Killmonger, Hela, Ultron, and more. However, none of them can compare to the original and ultimate Marvel villain, Loki. Loki, the god of mischief and adopted brother of Thor, is the best Marvel villain for three reasons: complexity, charisma, and evolution. So let's talk about the complexity of this character. One of the most important aspects of a good villain is complexity. A good villain should have a clear and compelling motivation, a realistic and relatable personality, and a dynamic and unpredictable behavior. A good villain should have a mix of strengths and weaknesses, virtues and flaws, and light and dark sides. In this regard, Loki is more complex than any other Marvel villain. Loki has a clear and compelling motivation. He wants to prove himself worthy of his father's love and his brother's respect, and he wants to rule over the realms that he believes he deserves. Loki has a realistic and relatable personality. He is smart, witty, cunning, ambitious, insecure, jealous, lonely, and hurt. Loki has a dynamic and unpredictable behavior. He can switch from being loyal to being treacherous, from being friendly to being hostile, and from being humorous to being serious. Loki also has a mix of strengths and weaknesses, virtues and flaws. And light and dark sides, he is a master of magic, deception, and manipulation. But he is also prone to arrogance, overconfidence, and miscalculation. He is capable of love, compassion, and sacrifice. But he is also driven by hate, envy, and revenge. He is sometimes a hero, sometimes a villain, and sometimes an anti-hero. On the other hand, most other Marvel villains are less complex than Loki. They have simple and clicked motivations such as power, greed, or domination. They have flat and stereotypical personalities such as evil, cruel, or arrogant. They have static and predictable behaviors such as being always antagonistic, violent, or ruthless. They also have a few or no strengths and weaknesses, virtues, and flaws. They are either too powerful or too weak, too evil or too good. Therefore, I think that Loki is more complex than any other Marvel villain and has a more nuanced and layered character. When we talk about charisma, another important aspect of a good villain is charisma. A good villain should have a strong, distinctive presence. He is always noticeable and memorable, whether he is in the center or in the background of a scene. Loki has a captivating and appealing style. He is elegant and stylish, whether he is wearing his green or gold Asgardian outfit, black and silver Sakaran outfit, or his brown and beige TVA outfit. Loki has a charming and engaging dialogue. He is always witty and eloquent, whether he is delivering a speech, a joke, or a threat. Loki has a loyal and devoted fan base who admire and support him, despite of or because of his villainy. He is one of the most popular and beloved characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and has inspired many fan arts, fan fictions, and fan theories. He is also the only Marvel villain who has his own solo series on Disney Plus, which has received critical acclaim and commercial success. On the other hand, most other Marvel villains are less charismatic than Loki. They have a weak and indistinct presence. They are often forgettable and interchangeable, whether they are in the center or in the background of a scene. They have a bland and uninteresting dialogue. They are often monotonous and cliché, whether they are delivering a speech, a joke, or a threat. They also have a small fan base who forget them after some time or start disliking them because they expected something else or something more from them. Therefore, I think Loki is more charismatic than any other Marvel villain and has a more attractive and fascinating character. What do you think? Let's come to the evolution part. The third and final aspect of a good villain is evolution. A good villain should be able to change and grow and develop and transform throughout his or her arc. A good villain should also be able to influence and affect and be influenced and affected by the other characters and the world around him or her. In this regard, Loki is more evolutionary than any other Marvel villain. Loki has changed and grown. He has been developed. He has been transformed throughout his story. He has gone from being a jealous and vengeful prince to being a mad and tyrannical conqueror, to being an independent and heroic brother, to being a curious and adventurous variant, to being a wise and benevolent king. He has also influenced and affected and been influenced and affected by other characters and the world. He has shaped and reshaped the history and destiny of the 9 realms. And he has learned and unlearned the values and lessons of life, love, friendship, and family. On the other hand, most other Marvel villains are less evolutionary than Loki. They have not changed and grown and developed and transformed throughout their story arc. They have remained the same or worsened. They are alive or dead, redeemed or unredeemed, defeated or victorious. They have also not influenced and affected and been influenced affected by characters and the world around them. They had a little or no impact on history and destiny. Therefore, I think that Loki is more evolutionary than any other Marvel villain and has more dynamic and transformative character. So in conclusion, I have argued that Loki is a far better villain than any other Marvel villain, based on 3 criteria: complexity, charisma, and evolution. I have proved with perfect evidence and examples from his movies and series to support my claim. I have also compared and contrasted his villainy and character to highlight his differences and strengths. I respect and enjoy all the Marvel villains for their contributions and influences to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Marvel Comics. However, I personally adore and favor Loki for his complexity, charisma, and evolution that make him the best Marvel villain, and I hope you agree with me or at least understand my perspective. So at last, I must say thank you for watching my video. Tell me about your opinion and the flaws you found in this video in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Till then, stay mischievous.